What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of 2 for 2, your sports podcast for the culture, by the voices of the culture. I'm your host, Keith. I'm here as always, my brother Nelly. We are back on the pod today, man. We got another episode for you. I know you missed us, but we right back on here, man. Season 4, episode 24. Let's jump right into it. Nell, what's up, my guy?
What's going on, man? It's been a couple of weeks. Good to be back.
Yeah, man. It's good to be back, you know. We took a person break, a human break, if you will. Had some things, work, holidays, life, but we here, and a lot of things have happened. A lot of things have transpired. In that time frame, man. On the NFL side of things, man. I mean, we're at it's all or nothing now. Conference chips, right? You know, we got what we got? We got Patriots, Broncos on one side, and then on the other side in the NFC, we have the Seahawks taking on the 49ers, man. Let's talk about those divisional games first, man. And if you heard me, I said the Patriots and the Broncos on the AFC side. Somebody on this podcast, not me, had a guy in the name of Josh Allen that went out there and he lost. What was it? 4 picks? 4 turnovers. 4 turnovers and a tough loss for the Bills. Now, before I get to Nell talk about his team and his boy Josh Allen losing again, I gotta say, how that game ended is a major problem in professional sport. You get one of the biggest games of the year.
You still trying to clown my man. You still trying to clown Superman.
No. Your guy deserves a lot of the blame. Did he play well enough to win that game?
He did.
No.
They were in overtime.
You're right. He played well enough to be in the game. He didn't play well enough to win the game. They did not deserve to win that game. No, nobody should turn the ball over 5 times and think they deserve to win. But yes, they were still there. They still had a fighter's chance. They had 5 total team turnovers, I thought. And he had 4.
Fine. Thought you were trying to put 5 on my man.
No. I said he had 4.
Right.
But to go down, you get a controversial catch interception play where the catch rule has changed so many times now. Nobody knows. And then to top it off, to make it even crazier, the next game, they have a crazy catch down by contact in a similar fashion that went to the offensive side for Puka Nacua. So you have that Brandon Cooks gets the pass intercepted to Brandon Cooks. Then you come down on defense and you get 2 PIs back to back to put them in bye-bye land. Tough break. But the Bills lost. Where do you go from here now? Where do you, as a Josh Allen fan, your guy, his coach got fired shortly thereafter. Sean McDermott.
I move on to the next season. Like a normal human being.
Come on, nah, you can't get away with that. He can't get away with that either. No Joe Burrow, no Lamar, no Patty.
Look, it's not the greatest loss on his resume, but like, my gosh. He had no receivers out there. They were down to, you had to trust Keon Coleman. Look, it was a tough game.
Your first round pick.
Didn't pan out.
Out there with Case.
Is that on Josh Allen? He didn't draft him.
He was in the room.
On Josh Allen. He didn't draft him. But look, Denver's a good team. Tough place to play on the road. They made the plays at the end. The refs made the calls at the end. It is what it is. Go out and actually try to get Josh some weapons. Try to actually get him some receivers so he doesn't have to press so much. He still put up 30 against an elite Denver defense. Overcame the 4 turnovers. Still had his team in position to win that game.
I've seen it done before. I've seen what Josh Allen did in that game before.
Cut it out, yeah.
And I saw.
You haven't seen it. You haven't seen it in that magnitude of a game. You've never seen it in that.
You're right. And that's the damn shame. That's the problem. I saw a tweet that validated what I said on here 2 years ago.
It doesn't validate anything.
It said Josh Allen is the Tom Brady of Jameis Winston's. And when I said he was Jameis Winston, you made a case. You made a whole fit. You got upset. And then on the biggest stage,
You got me. You got me. You got me.
On the biggest
Congratulations.
stage.
There's one other idiot out there that thinks Josh Allen and Jameis Winston are the same tier quarterback.
There was a lot of likes and retweets on that. There's more than just one. There's people with real eyes that saw what happened. If Jameis Winston did that, we wouldn't be talking about at the end of the game, you got to feel for Josh Allen, man. You got to feel like, dude, right before half, that fumble, ridiculous. That's 3 points that you gave up. You did that. The interception is what it is. The last one.
Not an interception is what it is.
I mean, that's just unfortunate. Like, that's unfortunate. I do side with him on that. I felt bad. I felt like that's a catch. I thought I catch the ball, I'm down. Okay. I thought that was a rule. I'm not, but at the end of the day, that's not how the game resulted. If we could pick and choose what call in each game to just look at it and be like,
did he give his team a chance to win the game or not?
For sure, but did he take it? Did he hurt his team's chances to win the game? Absolutely. And that's all I'm saying. As a quarterback, right? We got quarterbacks in the league that we hear all night about how they don't put the ball in harm's way and this, that, and the third makes them great. So when you got a quarterback that puts the ball in harm's way, which is the quarterback's job not to do, it's his job to not do that. I understand what you're saying. He has to press a lot because of what he doesn't have. I agree. I think he's kind of like Pat Mahomes in that sense of like sometimes guys are just like so good and they trust themselves so much that they try to do so many, like the little pitch joint. I'm actually sick of him doing that, right? But now he's built a habit of doing it and he's not going to stop, right? Like he's going to have to get intercepted multiple times to stop doing it because now I can do that. But like great quarterbacks do that a lot. And he falls victim to that of sometimes just trying to do too much. The fact of the matter is he don't got a lot of weapons, but he don't need to do that. They ran the ball the most in any team in the NFL and then got in that game and reverted. James Cook fumbled. He put that pill on the ground early, but that's your guy. He led the league in rushing yards.
Look, it wasn't a clean game all around.
It wasn't, and that's a bad. The greats don't do that. The greats don't get to do that. Tom Brady didn't get to do that. You didn't hear that. You don't hear those conversations.
He's not Tom Brady. I think that's okay. It's okay. Not everybody's Tom. Not everybody's Mahomes.
Pat Mahomes don't do that. So that means we have to now speak of him on the tier that he's on. Lamar does this sometimes.
I feel like the next tier isn't a bad place to be.
That's not a bad place, but
it's not a bad place if you're not Tom Brady or Mahomes. I think the next tier under that's cool. I think that's cool.
It would be cool if Josh Allen was playing this game to be in that tier. He's not. You play the game to be the best that you can be, and if that's the best you can be, we have to evaluate him as such, and that's not okay. Because that's not the expectation with Josh Allen. You're supposed to be on that tier. You're supposed to be the guy. Like we got people talking about Harbaugh I know he's sick about taking the Giants job. He could have worked with Josh Allen. But if he not elite tier, why the hell do I care so much?
Because you don't need elite tier to win a Super Bowl.
I mean,
Josh is elite tier.
So he's not S tier.
Maybe not. I mean, I think he is. Just give him a competent receiver.
Nah, you just said you don't need all of that to win a Super Bowl though.
You don't, but it helps. You don't need like a top 5 to 10 receiver, but yeah, give me a top 20.
Stephon
top
Diggs,
25.
Kayshon Boutte got Drake May to the conference chip.
Solid. I think that's better than what the Bills got. Is it not?
Diggs not out here like 3-4 years ago.
I think the Bills would put
him.
I think the Bills would slot him in for Keon Coleman.
That's your first round guy. That's your first round guy. That's on them.
It is on them.
They don't get to pick and choose that.
So let's not just
Keon Coleman caught a touchdown
in
that game. Keon Coleman caught a touchdown in that game.
Okay.
Y'all should drop one.
Yeah, so.
Hey, man. The greats elevate their guys. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like he elevated them enough this season. He did what he could.
Not enough. It was championship aspirations from the jump.
Are we acting like Denver isn't the better roster here? Is that what we're acting like?
When one team
Are we acting? Can you just answer my question? Who had the better roster? Who has the better roster?
Who had the best player in the game?
Can my question go first?
Who's supposed to be the best player?
Can my question go first? Who had the better roster?
Go ahead. Who had the better roster? I don't know. I'd have to examine it a little bit further.
Okay.
We're not going to act like the Broncos are just full of like household names. Nick Bonito was out there making himself a household name.
I just asked the question. I just asked a simple question. Who had the better roster?
Let's say for the sake of exercise, I say the Broncos.
Okay.
So that's just okay, right?
He lost to a better roster. You act like he lost to an inferior team. You act like he lost to an inferior team at home. This is some huge choke job.
This is a really disappointing loss. We're acting like this is some huge choke job. No, you did not even expect the Broncos to make it here. It's not a great loss.
It's not a great loss.
It's a terrible loss.
Any playoff loss is a bad playoff loss.
It's a big blemish.
I don't know about
you were supposed to be
blemish.
the guy. This supposed to be the guy. You lost to Bo Nix, who broke his ankle. Jarrett Stidham about to play in the conference championship because of you. We got to go watch Jarrett Stidham take snaps because of him. You don't get a pass for that.
He didn't injure Bo Nix.
You don't get a pass for that. You don't get a pass for that.
Bo Nix didn't stop him. Jason Stidham didn't stop him. So, look, it happens.
Right. Josh Allen.
Broncos defense is elite. They made some plays.
They did.
Josh Allen made some plays.
The good thing.
Didn't make enough plays to win. It's football for you.
That's how to go. That's how to go. I mean, it's cool, you know.
Aaron Rodgers has one Super Bowl.
And that's why we don't talk about him like the rest.
All our man needs is one. And he'll have another opportunity at it.
Window gets
Superman
closed,
always comes back to life in the comics.
All right.
He only dies for a little bit.
I love this song. Year after year, we have this same combo. And at the beginning of the previews, you'll come back.
I'd rather have the same combo year after year than not even having the discussion at all because it's not even a chance that he could win it. At least we're having the discussion. Like, what is he supposed to do? Say, I haven't won it the last couple of years. Let me just go ahead and just tank this season. Let me just tank the rest of my career.
No. You just keep coming back. Keep fighting.
Keep coming back. Hopefully the organization blesses you with a receiver.
When you fall down, you get back up, man. The good news for Josh is that there was another quarterback that made him not look as bad. And he didn't even look bad. I don't want to say it like that. There was another quarterback that took a lot of the headlines away, too, with his play. C.J. Stroud, Houston Texans.
You said he didn't look bad? You said he didn't look bad? Is that what you just said?
Like, whoa. He didn't look C.J. Stroud bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he wasn't great. He did okay. Not good enough for his standard. Not a good Josh Allen. If that was my first time watching Josh Allen, I would have been like, "Oh, that's the guy." I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't watch that second half and be like, "Oh, this guy's a baller." 17 straight points.
He got some game to him. But the other stuff you can't. Like I said, Jameis Winston used to do that all the time. We don't give him a pass. My boy gotta do backup TV now. I mean, come on. I'm just telling you what it is.
You have to put things in proper context, yo. Regular season and playoffs, it's just different.
You don't want to see playoff Jameis.
I don't.
That performance is getting a real run for its money. Jameis might have 7 touchdowns and 7 picks in a playoff game.
Next topic.
Real nigga. The Houston Texans, man. C.J. Stroud disappointed us, man. We don't even got to talk about C.J. for too long. I just got to simply put it like this, man. I told y'all about them Ohio State quarterbacks. I trusted the Texans, and I admit, I thought the defense could carry them. And truthfully, through much of that game, I still thought the defense could carry him. But C.J. Stroud just looked completely outmatched. Just didn't look good. I know they have Nico Collins, but, I mean, damn. Like, the fact that people at one point in time were talking about, like, just don't put him back out there in a playoff game. Is C.J. Stroud cooked?
Yeah, he didn't look just outmatched. He looked lost. I could tell from this first pass attempt of the game. Forgot who it was to. It was just a little out route he was just no pressure. It was just off the mark, just a complete misfire by him. I was just like, yeah, it's going to be a long day for CJ. Didn't imagine it would turn into, 4 interceptions in the first half. just back to back to back, just mistake after mistake after mistake. Couldn't push the ball downfield. I mean, even somehow they had a 10-7 lead in that second quarter,
Yeah.
and made you think like maybe this defense can get on a roll and lead them all the way, but you knew the Patriots were going to answer at some point. CJ had to clean up his play. He just never did, and it just got worse and worse as the game went on. So credit New England's defense for taking advantage of all those opportunities that CJ gave to him. But I mean, he made a couple of just inexplicable throws. The pass rush was all over him. His offensive line didn't give him much help, but he didn't help himself with a lot of the decisions that he made in that game. So, yeah, from where he started to where he is now, it's. I mean, we talked about it. Texans are one of my dark horse teams. I said as long as CJ doesn't mess it up, like they can win, they can beat any team. But he surely messed it up in a big way against New England. So. I mean, they've got, like I said, they've got a Super Bowl championship level defense. They can just figure it out offensively, whether it's with CJ or without. They can be a contender with that defense the way that they play. But yeah, CJ's gonna have a lot of soul searching to do this offseason because he is not his stock and his value is not what it was after his rookie season.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's tanked it completely. He's a big, what's it, year four coming up for him. If he wants to be a starter in this league, I mean, like you said, he just had to not mess it up, right? Like 4 picks and just the decisions. I mean, he was 20 of 47 throwing. I mean, you just out there just eyes closed, just swinging, man, just swinging. So yeah, good luck on him, man. Or good luck to him. The Texans, like you said, that defense is amazing. D'Amico Ryan's done a great job with them.
He reminded me of myself at Madden when you see the guy covered and you press that button anyway.
Just throw it anyway.
And you just throw it anyway. You know it's a pick, but you still just can't keep your finger off that button.
Yeah, he was rough. Oddly enough, to help him out, you got the Niners got punched on 41-6 by the Seahawks. I mean, can't say anybody and it's funny because a lot of people were going off of this the Sam Darnold wasn't going to play thing. Comes out there, lights out. Niners didn't even have a chance. Literally didn't have a chance. The Seahawks, man, I think that defense too, legitimate. They lost Charbonnet in that game, but I mean, the good thing you got Kenneth Walker, who had himself a hell of a game. We know what Jackson Smith and Jigba is, but they got great production from Cooper Kupp also in that game. And they looking dangerous, man. But as far as the Niners go, I know they were, decimated by injury, right? You lost Kittle, you lost Warner. You got a healthy season of Christian McCaffrey, but then you get that, right? Like it's inevitable, right? Next year it'll be completely reversed. Brock Purdy didn't look great. I mean, for the Niners, is this just one of those things like, well, we were happy to be here, or this is something that we should really look at is like, going into next season, they need to make some adjustments.
I mean, I think a lot of it is just health. I mean, they were out there with 4th, 5th, 6th string linebackers. Obviously, defensive line has some injuries. Been missing weapons all season. So, I mean, a lot of it, I think, is health. I think, Shanahan proved that he's one of the best coaches in this league. I think Purdy proved that he's a reliable starter because he hasn't had, the continuity, all the weapons, the supporting cast around him, be healthy and playing great this year. So I think he proved a lot of doubters wrong in his play. Didn't have, the greatest game, but, for him, the way he played the last 6-7 weeks of the season, got to give him a ton of credit.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey's getting a lot older, so don't know how much left he has in the tank. But obviously they got to add some pieces. See what they're going to do with Brandon Ayuk if he's going to end up playing next year or not, or if
That
he's
man's
gone.
not coming back, bro. You know he's done, bro.
Seeing what you can
They
get
didn't
for
even
him.
talk to him. They didn't even
Well,
talk to him.
then you gotta trade an
My boy
asset.
really
So
took a
see,
whole year off of football, bro, just to not play for them. That's incredible.
and he got his money. He was cool. So get some pieces for him. See what you get in the draft. I mean, they lost their defensive coordinator, so I think he was a big reason for them playing so well despite the injury. So that'll be an adjustment too. So I mean, at this point, I just always trust Kyle Shanahan to at least be competitive.
Yeah, I'm not mad at you on that. He's pretty solid. Shout out to the Niners, man. They'll be back. I like Fred Warner, McCaffrey. He ain't getting that much older. You may seem like my boy, like Dust.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean,
Every year for a running back, you just never know once they get to a certain age.
Facts. I mean, like I said, he had a pretty much whole healthy season this year, which I don't know. He didn't do that last year. I picked him up in fantasy. He made it through the year, but
and this was like statistically his worst year as a runner.
Yeah,
yards per carry was a career low. He
a lot of
was
factors
great. He was great as a pass catcher this year. Almost had 1,000 yards receiving. He was up there in reception. So I mean, still an elite weapon.
Oh yeah,
but you can start to see, little by little, Father Time catching up just a bit.
Yeah, pretty solid. Last one, man. One of our more exciting games. This probably the most exciting game, at least towards the the end there. Rams beat the Bears in overtime. Caleb Williams had a crazy throw, to get him there, and unfortunately,
Magical.
The magic wore off. For the Bears, great season though, right? Like to take that team from where they were, we were, they were an ultimate question mark, right? Week in and week out, we just didn't know. We didn't know how good Caleb was. We didn't know how to really evaluate him after that. To get, you get Ben Johnson in there. As expected, the offense is completely revamped. The run game is amazing. They drafted Colston Loveland in the first round at tight end. He's a star. I think he broke some record for yards by a rookie in the playoffs. Caleb Williams is legitimate as advertised. So, the Bears team, the defense is also, pretty good. I mean, damn, they did a great job, I think, against the Rams offense this week. Another one of the elite offenses in the league. Matt Stafford, the MVP candidate. But just not enough magic, man. Not enough magic for the Bears. Definitely a tough loss for them. But if I'm a Bears fan, man, that's the best season that the Bears have had in a very, very long time. Very long time.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a bright future. Got a lot to build on. First year head coach Ben Johnson did heck of a job, but so we'll next year will be a good test. First place schedule, so we'll see what they got. Make some improvements, like you said, defensively. Overachieved this year. Offensively, you got weapons. They were able to run the football. They were able to protect Caleb Williams. So, if Caleb can continue to grow, Bulls finally, not the Bulls. I said the Bulls. The Bears finally have their quarterback, their franchise guy that they can trust for 15 years.
I'm excited for him. I'm excited. Year 2 under Ben Johnson. I think that'll be even better for them. They got some great young playmakers over there that they'll grow into their role. Luther Burden came on strong. Roma Dunze, of course. They'll probably have a decision to make with DJ Moore. I think he might be on the trade block again, but, things are looking up for the Bears. But let's look at the championship rounds, man. Let's go ahead and figure out what we got. Who's going to the bowl? We got the Pats versus the Broncos, obviously. No Bo Nix. Broke his ankle. Second to last play of the game. The Broncos defense though? They're solid. They're very solid. Very, very, pass rush elite. They got Pat Surtain in the back end. They got other guys. Sean Payton is no slouch. And they're going against the Patriots, man. Do the Broncos have a fighting chance without Bo Nix? No.
I can't see it. I think it could be a close game for 3.5 quarters, and then the Patriots pull away a couple late scores. Because I give their defense that much respect, but I mean, this guy hasn't thrown a pass in a game in over 2 years. It's just too big of a pressure moment for him to realistically,
Bro.
get ready and be ready for that kind of moment. Having not played all of the last 2 years, so I just think it's just be a really tough. I think beginning of the game because they're at home. I think defense will be able to come out, get a couple of stops, maybe get the crowd into it. But I feel like after halftime, both teams have been settled in. I think the Patriots will understand what they need to do to kind of slow down whatever the Broncos game plan will be. Um, they haven't ran the ball great. There's a chance J.K. Dobbins could possibly be reactivated, but don't know how much help that'll be in this game. So yeah, Patriots are back. Didn't take that long.
Just imagine being Jarrett Stidham. Like you've been having a good year as a backup, chilling. Bo Nix, your young guys doing his thing. You 2 games from the Super Bowl. You think you got a real shot. And now it's on you to get him there. That's crazy. Like, awesome story, right? Like Jarrett Stidham can pull it off. I mean, this is like different than Nick Foles pulling it off. Like this is like
He said he wouldn't want it any other way. He said he still has confidence that he's a starting caliber quarterback, so he'll have a chance to prove it.
good luck to you, Chuck. I'm not. That's gonna be crazy. It should be like you said. I agree. I agree in the sense like I think it'll be like a low scoring, pretty close game in general. Very defensive, very field position oriented.
Yeah, it could be
Interesting
like
clash of
22-6.
styles. Interesting. At the end of it, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be like 16-6 going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah. The sparks are all on the NFC side now. Obviously, we got Rams Seahawks Part 3. We talked about it a little bit before I got on it, or before we got on here, man. That Patriots Seahawks rematch is looking golden. Something about the Seahawks, man. I just think, I think the Rams, when you watch them and you see how they get tested, like they give me that like when there's smoke there's fire kind of vibe, right? Like you see that team kind of stick around, be on the ropes, but they pull it off. It's like I feel like lately I haven't seen many teams respond how you would want them to in that moment. I think the Seahawks, especially being at home, I'm rolling with the boys, man. I'm rolling with the Seahawks. My Michigan guy, the head coach. I think Mike McDonald and them. I think they got it. I mean, I didn't even know watching that Seahawks defense, man. They got some real guys. I didn't know Witherspoon had been a Pro Bowler every year since he's been in the league. 3 years straight. Woolen's playing a much better late in the season too. That'll be a fun matchup, obviously, right? Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua versus those two guys out on the outside. I don't know, man. You feeling any other way about it?
I like the Seahawks in this one. I haven't particularly loved how the Rams have played in the postseason, even though they have, won 2 gutsy games. Matt Stafford leading game-winning drives in both of them. But I think playing against two solid teams, but I think 2 flawed teams. They had a bunch of turnovers in that game against the Panthers, and then Stafford didn't look his best against the Bears. I know it was, the weather was, pretty tough conditions, and the Bears played probably their best game defensively all season. But this was a defense that, unless they got a turnover, they could be had. They could give up some points, especially in that secondary. So I was surprised not to see them kind of take advantage of that a little bit more. But and then Stafford got sacked 4 times. Just not the cleanest game from the Rams. I think coming in, Seattle being at home, they've been running the football well lately. Missing Charbonnet, but you got Walker, who had a great game against the 49ers. So yeah, I'll hopefully they can protect Sam Darnold. That'll be the key. Obviously, still dealing with that oblique. Only had to pass the ball 17 times. They can run the ball the way they did against the 49ers. That will be obviously extremely helpful. Rams did pretty good against the run against a Bears team that was top 3, 5, whatever in running this year. So held Monunga to 2.8 yards a carry, held Swift to 4 yards carry. So they did pretty good there. But
Yeah.
I'm going to go Seahawks. Number one scoring defense and number one scoring defense against the number one scoring offense in Super Bowls or championship conference games. The number one scoring defense is 8-1.
Nice stat. Nelly's
So,
numbers, man.
Defense wins championships, as they say.
I like that now. All right, we're gonna see, man. You can see, obviously, 2 for 2 is we 2 for 2 on this one. Pat Seahawks Super Bowl rematch is what it's sounding like, revamped. So we'll see how that one goes, man. Real quick, before we head out, man, on the NBA side of things, the All-Star starters were announced, and I was happy. I got nervous. I'm gonna admit this. I got nervous because the first couple names I saw like Maxey. I saw a couple. I was like, bro, if Jalen Brunson didn't make this shit, and Nell sees this before I say something, I'm gonna lose my mind. But my guy was up there. He
shouldn't have been there, but
whoa,
cool.
No. I don't think the East Side was really up for debate. You got Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, Jaylen Brown, Giannis, Tyrese Maxey. There's no way you think anybody on the East should have gotten in over any of those guys, let alone it being Jalen Brunson. Let's just call a spade a spade. Giannis didn't play much, but you knew he was going to make the All-Star game. And then on the West side, you don't actually believe that. You serious?
He averages like 26 a game.
He's had a good month, bro.
He's played like 25 games. He might have more games played than Giannis.
Let me check. I'd be curious to see if that's the case. Giannis.
But we didn't need all them guards, yo.
I mean, it's guard heavy
Brunson
though in the East.
Brunson could have came off the bench, man. Brunson need to give his spot up.
Nah.
When they do the reserves, he need to give his spot up. Remember how Vince Carter did that for Michael Jordan? He need to do that.
We're not doing that. They can do that out west for Brian.
Well, that too.
Look, your boy's sitting out on Tuesday. Your boy's sitting out anyway today. Nah, we're not giving him that.
Hey, well, you already snubbed him out the All-Star.
He played 23 games. Giannis played 28. He's played 23.
Damn.
So far. Yeah, so he's not sniping. But yeah, on the West side, man, we did a lot of the controversy comes out west, right? You got Luka, you got Shea, Steph, Wemby, Jokic. A lot of people are upset. Anthony Edwards didn't get in there. I think Ant definitely deserved a spot. But I mean, it's just an all-star starter spot, man.
It's just the starters. There shouldn't be any uproar until they do reserves. What are we complaining about starters for? The fans. That's the fan vote. You should have voted some more if your favorite guy didn't get in. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta know.
We just find anything to complain about.
Steph's one of the most popular players ever. Steph's one of the most popular players ever. Wembanyama's probably one of the most popular players. You're like, come on. He's the fans that voted for him in France. Come on. Then obviously Jokic, Luka, Shea. So, no LeBron, no Ant. Father Time is undefeated. We had to know eventually. I mean, it's just a changing of the guard, right? Like you don't really see outside of Steph. He really the only one holding it down for the 30 and up crew. I think Jokic might be 30, maybe. But it's just a changing of the guard, right? Like LeBron will be an all-star reserve. Ant will be an all-star reserve. Donovan Mitchell will get in there and Embiid will get in there, right? The all-star teams are going to be ultimately what they always are.
I don't know if he gets in there.
I think he still makes the all-star game.
I don't know if he gets in there.
Aren't they doing the world versus US thing now?
They are splitting the 4 teams or 3. Something like that.
How you feeling about that? What the US world and the young guys, and they throw Jalen Brunson in there?
I think didn't they get away from the young guys though? I think it is. They changed the format so much every year. I'm looking at this guy on ESPN. Who is this? What's this guy? Dudes I guess they don't sign their names here. But he put his all-star reserve projections. You want to hear the rest of it? And let me know what you think. Sure.
This guy named Zach Cram. Out east, he has Scotty Barnes, Jalen Duren, Jalen Johnson, Donovan Mitchell, Michael Porter Jr., Norman Powell, and Cat.
I don't hate it.
Jalen Johnson better better get it together, man. They traded Trey and my boy. They say he was on
I
the
think
insanity run.
he's had a great first half.
Nah,
I wouldn't be
he's
mad
had a
at that.
solid season. And out west, Denny Avia, Devin Booker, KD, Ant, Chet, Jamal Murray, Şengün.
No chat.
Yeah, it's just this guy. I think he was trying to. Yeah, he was trying to make it a perfect split for how many Americans and internationals too. See, you don't think Chet? I can't see Chet getting in there.
Chet mixing all-star game, I'll crash out.
Really?
Yeah.
He don't even got
All right.
Bron on here. Yeah, no way Chet gets in over Bron. Bron's been having a good enough year. Denny Avia is an interesting pool too. But Denny's been hooping out in Portland. You gotta
You can
you
make the
ain't you
case.
ain't watching him. You ain't watching him, but he hooping out there.
You can make the case for Kawhi.
You could. And Kawhi's played a lot of games too. I mean, you know he's
Could
not
make
gonna take the nod anyway. He's not gonna play the game, so might as well give him the starter. Give him a little spot.
Did they have Jamal Murray on there?
Yeah. I think he's in there. He's had a great year. He's holding on. He's holding them Nuggets together, man, as best as he can right now. Scotty Barnes being on there in the East is interesting to me.
Top
Then
four
I feel like
seed.
people trying to force the Jalen Duren. I like him, but they want there to be a center out of the East.
Number one
so
seed
bad.
deserves too, unless it's OKC.
17-10.
There's been worse dudes that worse numbers that made the All-Star team. Iguodala made the All-Star team averaging 12 points one year.
Well, give me Iguodala.
Yeah, so
True. Yeah. So I mean, we'll see. All-Star Weekend is coming about. Some teams are coming into form. Some teams are limping to the break. My team especially. People are starting to question if Mike Brown's the guy. I love it. It's awesome. Being a fan of a team when you have like other fans in a big market, you realize how ignorant some people are. Like people just really
you're
be
one of
tripping
them.
out. No.
You're one of them.
What? How?
Boy, yeah. Every time I point out a loss, I was hating. You sending me pictures of the stand-ins, like, oh look, we all the way up here. Like,
bro,
just wait till April.
Listen.
Now it's a problem.
Listen. Teams go through stretches where they don't look good and they lose, right? Is it worrisome? For sure. But you gotta hope that they'll pull themselves out, right? Like this is the same team that when we was on a win streak and we won every single night, I didn't hear from nobody. So now that we losing, everybody got something to say. Okay, it's ebbs and flows, right? We're going through a lull in the season. All right, is the sky falling? No. Relax, refocus, and play basketball. I just want a better brand of basketball. Am I happy about what I'm seeing? No. Like I said, we play y'all on Saturday. We get smacked up in Philly on Saturday. I'm going to be very upset, and I might crash out. But you got to hope. You got to think that the team can turn it around. Now, I don't know what my measuring stick is for when I'm like, okay, I'm done. But I'll let you know. I'm just not quite there yet. We getting close, but we're not there yet. Things happen. Long season. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so I don't want to hear you crashing out, over some little rough patch that every team has.
It'd be how you hit me up about it, bro.
I haven't said anything to you.
Because you crash out too about your Sixers, and then when y'all start winning, that's when I hear about you. Oh, we own the Knicks. Then they lose, and then you like, see, they do this to me every time.
That's just not true. You just exaggerated that, yeah. Now, yes, we do own the Knicks this season. Is that
Saturday.
Is that false?
We're gonna no better time than Saturday to turn it around. It might be Friday, actually. I gotta see what day that is. I hope it's Saturday so I can be fresh cut, snowed in with a beverage, watching Maxie get strapped.
Good luck with that.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. Even you have to laugh at that.
That team's not guarding anybody.
No.
What's my dude name? Max Christie just gave us 30 in the first half yesterday. Like, ain't no way. Oh, I hate that team.
Good hoops.
Yeah. You don't even like the NBA right now. Stop playing.
I
see y'all moving up the stand. You're what?
We're moving down. I mean, we've
We
been
are
in
too.
fifth forever.
Maybe that's why we're closer to the play-in than we are to number one.
That's because you sent that screenshot of the standings.
I
You was
did,
talking
and then
shit,
it all went
and
down.
yeah, exactly what you get.
It is what it is, man. We'll see. We'll see how it's going. We're gonna keep going. We appreciate y'all, man. We're gonna wrap this episode up today. It's season 4, episode 24 of the 2 for 2 podcast, man. We appreciate y'all always showing love. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the Apple Podcast, subscribe to the Spotify, the Spreaker, whatever you do, subscribe, comment, follow, like, share, everything. You know, we're gonna keep coming. Hopefully me and Nella right with our picks, man. Hopefully we get Pat Seahawks. Hopefully my Knicks get it together also, because it's really getting depressing. And as soon as I got a Jalen Brunson jersey, they started losing. So I'm actually kind of upset. But with that, 2 for 2, Keith Snell, we out.